after 2 weeks vacation. And I'm going to give you a little chat today about New Year's resolutions because it seems to be appropriate for this time of year. So one thing to know when you're making New Year's resolutions for yourself, you want to make your goals realistic so that you're not intimidated by them. You want to make it something that you feel like you can achieve, that you can actually achieve. If you know that you have a busy schedule and you won't be able to work out 5 days a week, but your New Year's resolution is, I'm going to work out 5 days a week. You're kind of setting yourself up for failure, and that's not a good idea. You want to have your goals be attainable, reasonable, something that you can stick to. And you can always surpass your goals. So if you say, my New Year's resolution, I'm going to work out 3 times a week. And then, you're feeling spunky, you're feeling good. You go and you work out 5 times a week. Well, you know what? You surpassed your expectations, and that leaves you feeling good. Whereas the other way around, if you say 5 and you only make it to 3, that creates a little feeling of failure, and you don't want to do that for yourself. I mean, some of us have, the willpower and, the know-all to know that if I miss one day, it's not going to kill my whole schedule. I just pick up, get on my saddle, and keep on riding. But for some people, it's a real problem if they miss something, especially if it's a new commitment that you're getting into. Sometimes it's hard and it's scary to get involved in that new commitment. But the way to do it is just to jump in. You just gotta commit to be fit. Yeah, you commit to be fit. So yeah, you want to make something that you can stick to, something that you can commit to, that you feel good about doing. You don't want to get yourself involved, like I said, trying to overachieve and then setting yourself up for failure. I mean, I see it all the time with my people for boot camp. The new year comes, they get all excited, they sign up for January, they miss the first day of class because they didn't want to get out of their snuggy bed, or one more day, I can start tomorrow. And then you call them up and you say, hey, we missed you at class, what happened? And then they say, oh well, I missed the first one, I might as well just wait until February. Taking another 5 weeks to commit to what they already know that they want to do. And that's like, yeah. Wait a minute. Sorry, my mind just got off on the wrong track. Commit to be fit. So you gotta and like I said, I see this happen to people all the time. Like they miss one day and they think that the whole entire world has crumbled. And it hasn't. You can do it. You don't have to wait a whole other 4 weeks to get involved in your fitness program, to get on the track to your goal. Like, if you say that you're abstaining from chocolate for 2013 and someone, you go to a party and there's this big, huge chocolate cake and you have one little bite of it. Just because you have one bite of the chocolate cake doesn't mean that, you have to keep eating chocolate for the rest of 2013. You can get right back on track. Like that one little piece, that one little stray isn't killing your whole entire year. It isn't killing your whole entire resolution. Just, you gotta commit. If someone says to you, after you have that one piece of chocolate and every day they keep coming up to you with chocolate, you gotta say no. You gotta say no. I commit to be fit. Get that in your mind. I went all the way to cheesy catchphrase land for you today to pull that one out so you can remember. Commit to be fit. And that look. That's right. You need to commit this year to be fit. Get on your goals, get on your things, and as I said, make it something that you can feel good about, something that you can achieve. You want to stay on track, you want to make yourself feel positive. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with something you know that is impossible. Make realistic goals that you can stick to. Get to them now, don't put them off until later. Get on track, get on your pace, find where you want to go, and commit to be fit. Sorry I'm very cheesy today, but that's okay. We're done. I will see you guys. I hope you had a great holidays, and I'm glad to be back with you for 2013. I've got lots of fun workouts and good advice scheduled